Hey guys, it's Aaron, and I just wanted to make this video talking about giving some information on the importance of detoxing, the importance of going on a detoxing diet. And in today's age, with everything that's going on in the world and all this junk that is out there, it's very, very important to take care of your body. And I know because I personally detox, and there are so many benefits to it, and this has to be one of the most important things you could ever focus on because it's detoxing, it's cleaning your body. Your health is important. Without your health, you have nothing. I have all these goals and dreams and aspirations, but if my health isn't at its peak, I mean, what's the point in having all these things? It doesn't matter. You could have all the things in the world, right? You could have a bunch of money, great family, have all these different things going for you, but if you don't have your health, what do you have? Health is very, very important, and it's very essential to make sure that you are doing what's needed to be done to take care of your health, and that's where detoxing comes in. I actually took some notes that I put over here on the side of this on this screen that I just kind of want to go over of all these things that are going on, and I just want you to think about these and pay attention. So think of all the things we have going on in the world today and all these things that we're consuming, we're putting into our body, we're absorbing, that is harming our body and not allowing our body to function at the level it needs to be functioning in. We have GMO foods, right? There's been countless studies done of how people that take in GMO foods, it does all sorts of things. There was you can look at studies of rats that have GMOs, and they have these big nasty things that are popping out of their body. So we're eating GMO foods. We have hormone pumped meat. All right. We know how this works. Typically any meat you're going to get out is going to be hormone pumped. Why is that? That's because the people that make the meat want to save money. So they have a cow. The cow lives in bad conditions. They keep the cow cramped up so it saves money on cost of the overall. They just care about the bottom line. That's just what these big companies are about. And then they put hormones in the cow to make them get bigger and to make the meat expand so they have more meat. Then they might feed them food that's really low quality, and then they have to put antibiotics in the cow so the cow doesn't stays healthy so he can keep getting bigger, and then they eventually kill the cow and they take that meat and they bring it to a restaurant, and that's what you're eating. All right. We have, plastic water bottles. That's a big thing. There's all those little toxins that are when the plastic gets heated up, and if the plastic gets too hot, you can take in some of those the traces that are on the outside of the water bottle. All these things should not be in your body. These are not natural things that your body is going to use. There's pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, heavy metals, mercury, aluminum, lead. Like I said, I got a list over here because I just want to make sure I cover all these things. We're taking those things in. You guys might be familiar with the chemtrails. Those airplanes that are flying, and they have the white smoke that's coming out. Well, those are chemtrails. Those are, dropping. They're getting in the earth. That's going into the food we're eating, and then we're also breathing that stuff in. That's not good for our body. It's not good to take in all this junk. We see all these illnesses that are happening, all these new illnesses that are coming about, and all these diseases that are happening that we haven't had before. That's not from us being people, right? We've been around for a gazillion years. Our body is very good at fighting things off naturally and being healthy. If you're sick all the time, if you have all these things going on and all these people that are getting sick, it's because our body is every day consuming all this junk that we don't need. And that is harmful. Our body's not used to that. That's not a natural thing. We shouldn't be taking in, mercury, aluminum, lead. We shouldn't be taking in pesticides. I see these things on, you can go read articles where when these people spray these plants with pesticide, or, the like vegetables with some of the pesticides, they have to wear a mask, and they have to do it in, they can't breathe any of that stuff in. And then we're eating that in our body. A lot of the food has been denaturized. So with all this happening, there's all these illnesses, and you need to And, on top of that, they're just being sick all the time. You shouldn't be sick all the time, right? I haven't been sick I don't remember the last time I'm sick because I take care of myself, but I also detox. I make sure that all these bad things that it's almost like I almost have to be around. I'm doing things to prevent those things from getting in my body. I don't want all that stuff getting in my body, accumulating in the fatty tissues inside my body and latching onto me and staying there, because I know I'm just going to wind up just like everybody else that's out there. I don't want any of that. I want to be far away from that, and I want to keep myself clean. Now, one of the things you can do is you can eat organic food. You can get grass-fed food, and that's good, but is that enough? We're still taking in a lot of the stuff out there, and the best thing you can do is to do a detox, to do a cleanse, to clean your body from all this stuff. And this is like a lifestyle. This is something that I have adopted. I am cleansing myself pretty much all the time. I am, and I eat pretty healthy, right? I eat lots of organic food. I eat lots of grass-fed meat, but I'm still taking in some of that other stuff. I'm consistently cleansing myself because, when I get older, I don't want to have all these diseases and die when I'm, when I should be dying and be sick all the time. And I see, might be kind of off subject, but I see people on my Facebook newsfeed all the time that are consistently getting sick, that are consistently having headaches and taking Tylenol and addicted to all these drugs. And that shouldn't be how it is. That shouldn't be happening to you. And if it is, that means that there's something inside of you that's causing that to happen. There's always a cause for everything. And you need to do something to fix it. Now, the good news is, detox can change your life very, very quickly. Let me give you an example. I remember I was reading the story of and I forget all the technical details of this person, but I believe it was this lady, and she was, for years she'd been eating crappy food and junk food and drinking and smoking, and was big and overweight and just had horrible health problems. And she made a decision. There was a moment where she said, "You know what? I'm going to take action. I'm going to do what I need to do to get myself healthy." And, she changed her lifestyle. All these things changed about her. And within a couple of years, she was completely healthy. Her body was completely healthy, functioning fine. She went to the doctor to get an exam, and all these negative things that were happening to her weren't there anymore, and she's been completely healthy. So and I say that because that's a good thing. You could have years and years and even decades and decades of buildup of junk, but if you make a decision, if you decide that you're going to change, or you're going to at least do something differently to clean your body, it's not necessarily that you might be, you can have a very positive effect on your body in a relatively short amount of time. It's not like if you've been taking in junk in your life for, 20, 30, 40 years, it's not like you got to spend 20, 30, 40 years to undo it. You can, make yourself healthier, in a shorter period of time than the time it took you to get, you kind of built up all this junk inside yourself, right? I can also kind of tell you one of the other cool things about detoxing is you can lose weight. And I noticed this with myself. When I started cleansing myself, I lost, I don't know the exact amount, but I have like a little stomach, and I lost a lot of that weight. And the reason is I wasn't hungry. Now, why is that? Well, I don't know if you can relate to this, but maybe you can remember a time when you were always hungry. And if you ate something, you kept being hungry. Now, why is that? That's because you're not giving your body what it needs. I was talking to this friend of mine, and I think she's like 19. And she's like 19 or 20. And she was saying how she eats all this food, but she's always hungry. And I was like, all right, what kind of things are you eating? And she's like, well, I'm eating pizza and French fries and all this stuff, but I can't get full. I'm always hungry. Well, she's not really hungry. What her body is doing is her body is communicating with her that her body isn't getting the nutrients that it wants. And the only way you can communicate that is by saying, I'm hungry, and that way, hopefully, she goes out and eats something that has nutrients in it, because that's how it used to be. 10,000 years ago, when we were kind of running around on the ground, or, whatever, we were, hunters and gatherers, we'd go out there and we would, eat food that had substance. We wouldn't go get a Twinkie bar from the grocery store that had no, nutritional value at all. So, her body's saying that was just a way of her body saying, "Give me, I'm hungry, but I'm not really hungry. I just don't have what I need to function correctly." And that's how her body was communicating it. So I noticed with me when I started detoxing, and I really started, getting into this, I would become satisfied. I would eat a meal, I would drink like a detox shake, and I was like, whoa, I used to be kind of hungry, but I was completely satisfied. And the reason for that is I gave my body what it needed, and what it wanted, but more importantly, what it needed to really function correctly. And I felt good. I was satisfied. That's all I needed. And then the cool thing is after you start detoxing, you start feeling better. Like, you lose some weight, even if you don't mean to, you're just not going to eat as much food because you're satisfied. You lose some weight, you're giving your body what it needs. It's kind of cleaning out a lot of that junk that's been built up. So all these things are combining. You start to not get sick, and then you feel good, and then you wake up every day, and I'm like, every day when I wake up now, I'm full of energy. I used to not be like that. I used to just kind of drag through life. I don't know if anybody that's watching this video can relate to that, but it was just kind of like, another day, But now, detoxing, I'm feeling good, giving my body what it needs. I wake up, lots of energy, and I have energy now to do all the things that I want to do and really go after there and accomplish my goals and spend more time with my family because I'm not sick and tired all the time. I got energy to do that. It's a fantastic thing, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because I want you guys to understand how powerful this is, and I want you to take action. I want you to start detoxing, and I want you to use the detoxing product that I recommend. If you there's no reason to go out there and find a bunch of, go through a bunch of stuff that might not work. Find somebody that's using something that works, and then, you just follow it, and then you're good to go. If you look below this video, there's an About section, right? There's an About tab, and then inside that About tab, there's something that says click here and then a link. And I want you to click that link. And inside that link, you will get the detoxing program that I personally 100% recommend, and that I would back if I could. And I want you to buy the detoxing product. I want you to buy it, and I want you to apply it to yourself. I want you to get rid of all that junk that's inside of you that's been building up. I want you to have more energy. I want you to feel good. There's lots of people out there that are detoxing, and there's kind of been more of an awareness of how important it is. I want you to be one of those people. Get all that junk out of you, get off, there's all these people that they detox and they've been on medications and they get off of medications. I was watching this one thing where, again, it was a lady, and she, I want to say she was in like her 40s, and she was saying like every day she had a headache. She went on a very strict detox, and she hasn't had any headache or any migraine since. Why is that? Because the detox is cleaning out your body of all the bad stuff, as well as giving your body what it needs. You take that in, your body latches onto the good stuff, get rid of the bad stuff. I mean, this is a win-win situation. And this is something it's important to take action on now. This is your health. This isn't some, your health is your health. Without your health, what do you have? You need your health to function, and then once you are healthier and you have more energy and you're more healthy, you realize that you can be a lot more productive throughout the day because of it. Just because, you're not sick, you have energy all the time, and you're feeling good. So I want you to go ahead and look below this video and get that detoxing program. So look below this video in the About section. There's a link. It says like click here, and then it's like a bit.ly link. It's like bit.ly / some other symbols. Click that link, and inside that link, buy the detoxing product. Buy it, implement it, and then detox your body and start to feel these same feelings. And and when you start it, it's really cool because you just feel good. You feel good knowing that you're giving your body what you need. You're getting rid of all the stuff your body doesn't need at the same time, and you're taking some action and taking care of yourself. You're making yourself healthy, and that also empowers you, and that's a good feeling in itself. So go ahead, click the link below this video now, that bit.ly link, and I'll see you guys around. Alright, so if you look below this video, in the About section, you'll see that link. It's bit.ly / and then some symbols after it. Go ahead and click that link, and I'll see you on the other side.